Hello students, welcome back. So let's continue our journey about Amazon storage types, and we will be continuing our journey with S3 buckets. So when we talk about S3 bucket, then as you already know that this is an object storage, and it offers data high availability, scalability, security with performance, and it is cost effective as well. So and on top of it, S3 bucket has different type of storage types that you can opt as per your requirement. So before we take a look about different type of S3 bucket types, or like as what kind of object storage you have, first let's just consider few of very nice scenarios given by Amazon itself on their study portal. So I will just take you through those. AWS S3 bucket and what are the use cases. So Amazon has really explained very nice three or four different use cases. Like you can build S3 bucket as a data lake or data warehouse where all your data is sitting, and then you can use it for AI, ML purpose or analytics purpose. You can have backup and restore for your mission critical data archival at lower cost, like let's say Glacier. So that is one of the type of storage where you can store your data for long term and at a lower cost. Then use it to run cloud native application. Even you can use it to run your cloud native applications over the AWS workloads. So these are few of nice use cases where you can utilize your S3 storage. And now we will just quickly take a overview about different type of object storage which are available on Amazon Cloud. So I will pull here my browser and let's take a look quickly. So Amazon S3 storage classes that we call here. So different type of S3 classes are S3 standard, intelligent tiering, S3 express, S3 standard IA. So these are the different classes that you will be going through, and I encourage all of you to just read through, and when you have questions just come back to me, because the idea of this lab is to start with S3 standard where we will create one bucket and later we will mount that bucket to one of the EC2 instance. But I really recommend to all of you that you go through what S3 bucket is and what are these different type of classes, like what is general purpose class, like what are its key features. You should know about this, like it offer high durability, availability, performance object storage for frequently accessed data, because it delivers lower latency and high throughput. S3 standard is appropriate for a wide variety of use cases. And then another one is like S3 intelligent tiering. So intelligent tiering, as the name suggests, is the one where, let's say, if there are some data objects which are not used for certain time period, then they are being moved to the kind of archived storage, so that you are paying less for that, because the cost perspective S3 is a bit on higher side. And the let's say if I give example of Glacier, then that is lower on cost side. Then if I go a bit further here, you will see high performing S3 if you need. Then Express one zone is the high performing S3 bucket where high performing disks are available, and it gives more read write and throughput to your data read writes from your applications. Then infrequent access, as name suggests, infrequent access where you do not need data very frequently, so then you can keep your data in infrequent access, and of course this is less expensive than the standard one or intelligent tiering. Then you have archival storage where you can archive, and then you have Amazon S3 Glacier instant retrieval. So Amazon S3 Glacier instant retrieval is an archive storage class that delivers the lower cost storage for long lived data that is rarely accessed and require retrieval in milliseconds. So this is like, let's say, the data which is very least used can stay here, but still it can be retrieved in milliseconds. So these are different type of storage classes that you should know. And now we will move to the step where we will just create one bucket. So let me pull my console here. So now in order to go to S3, I will just type here S3, and then you see here S3. Let's click here. It will take us to Amazon S3 management console, and here you see creating a bucket. So I'll create bucket. Then you see here the AWS region. So you see here this is a global object, but still you can select the AWS region. So I'm keeping it Asia Pacific Mumbai, and then bucket name. So I will call it, let's say, CS365, and I will call it class demo. Copy settings from existing bucket, it's optional. If you have any other bucket, then you can simply select that, and then all the options will come here. Object ownership, we keep it ACL disabled, which is recommended one. And what does it mean is, like, it will keep your object ownership within the same policies, and it will remain within this account. But if you want to span it across multiple accounts or different accounts, then you can go for ACL based ACL enabled ownership. So we keep it ACL disabled here, which is recommended also. Then block public access settings for this bucket. So for this demo, we will not enable this, and because our purpose is only to access within EC2 instance and not from the public. But you can always uncheck it, and then you have various options here that how you want to access it over the internet. For now, I will keep it block. Then bucket versioning. So bucket versioning is, like as name suggests, that let's say if you are making very critical files, development files every day, and you want to keep version of every file, so that by mistake someone deleting file, then you can always retrieve that, and in that case you can enable bucket versioning. For now, for this demo, I will keep it disabled. Tags you can always create. They are easy. When you have multiple objects created, then tags are easy to identify, so you can add it if you need. I will go with default encryption, and here it is server-side encryption with the Amazon S3 managed keys, that is SSE S3. However, you can also go for Amazon KMS, or you can go for DSSC KMS, which is actually dual layer server-side encryption with AWS key management service key. So we'll go with the first one. Then bucket key, we will enable it. This is good for the security perspective. And for now, we will not touch the advanced setting. However, if you want, you can like object lock. So this help, if you are working and someone else is not deleting when there are many users accessing your bucket, then you can enable it. So then it ensure that once one object is locked by someone, then this cannot be deleted by another user. So there are many features with object lock feature. So once you know that what settings are required for your project, then the next step is create bucket. And once we click on create bucket, now it will create our bucket here, and it will appear. This is the bucket that has been created. So this is how we can create the bucket. And now next will be to mount this bucket to our EC2 instance. So let's do it in next session. Thanks. So subscribe, like, and hit bell icon to my channel. Thank you.